Welcome back again, once again, Siguli Ani. Hello, to the Get Ready Podcast. My next guest is a longtime friend. I've known this guy for a very long time. He is a really, really, really great guy, great friend. I've known him since we were kids. It's been a while since we got to sit down and talk, and I believe this episode will educate a lot of people and open their minds up to a lot of great ideas and possibilities that they could do with themselves. So without further ado, I want to introduce Duran. And he's a really good friend, and I hope you enjoy the podcast and the episode. And here we go. Go.
Cool.
So yeah, we're live.
We're live, awesome.
Yeah. So, it's been a while.
Been a long while, man.
Been a hot minute since we've actually sat down and talked for a while.
Fucking right, it's been. It's been some years.
Yeah. But see, yeah, chilling out now.
Yeah.
Getting things ready. Get your businesses going.
Yeah, try to change it up a bit, man. Worked on construction and iron, started young. Left home when I was 16 and jumped in the union when I was 17. So I've been kind of lived a different way compared to everyone else, trying to stay busy with work and that, and not actually getting out there and doing a lot of things besides work. But
True.
other
Yeah.
than that, work's good though. Keep busy, stay out of trouble. I got some other options like this going on where I get to try and make a difference.
Yeah. So with what'd you do then? Like after school? Is that what you just did then? Like so you just went off to the union right away?
I dropped out of school so I could jump in Ironworkers Union. That was the only reason I went to school, so I could be an ironworker. It was my dream job since I was younger. So
Yeah, that makes sense. Because I remember I was out when I was 16.
Mm-hmm.
Like my mom pulled me out of Jigmalihoda.
Yeah.
That was it.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay. So I didn't know where you guys all went from there.
Yeah. Yeah, like jumped out. I remember I left a little bit earlier there. I went to grade 8 in McEachran, and then I went from there to high school and basically fucked around in high school the whole time. Could have used my time there a little bit better. But that was the only reason I was going anyway, so I could be an iron worker, right?
Yeah.
You needed your grade 12 or your GED. Tried to do my GED when I was 16. Did a course, did the whole course, and got ripped off on a test.
Really?
Passed the test and everything, and the guy said, "Oh, you're too young." I told you how old I was. You said I could get it. He just did that so you could get paid for an extra student, right? So I had to go back to high school again and try to get my shit so I could be an iron worker. And one year I got the call at lunchtime. They needed iron workers. That they changed it from your grade 12 diploma or GED to your grade 10 math and English.
Yeah.
As soon as I found that out, I fucking packed my whole locker up that day and
Just
home.
left?
Yeah, I went home, and then I needed a couple of credits, so I went to alternative school. I think I got like 6 credits in 2 weeks.
Yeah.
I just went hard on it and got my paperwork, and I took it into apprentice meeting, and that was my start. Stayed ever since and loved it.
Yeah. Because, yeah, you're like, what, 30 now as well?
No, 20. I turned 28 now. October, I turned 28.
Oh, so you're 28 now?
Yeah, I'm 28 now.
Okay, yeah, all right then. Yeah, so that's all you've been doing for the past...
11 years.
Yeah, jeez. And so, like, but you haven't been back yet then? Because you said you've been kind of working out down here more?
Well, that was since I had my kids, and recently in that, haven't been able to go to work as early, right? Got to get my kids ready for school and that, so
Yeah.
I've been home. I got my kids now, and try to stay busy, right?
Yeah, makes sense.
Do something. Got this going. This has been going for a while. This is a dream, but now I've got some more time. I can put more time into this and other things I've got going. Got to live. Everybody's got to eat, man.
Yeah. Well, I know you were telling me outside a little bit, but maybe tell the audience a little bit more.
Yeah, about the greenhouse and that. Just all from a dream. Just once upon a time, I was trying to go. Actually, how it all started is I was trying to go work out west, but I smoked too much weed. So to go out there, you needed a drug test. And I tried it once before when I was younger, and I failed, so I didn't get to go on that job. So I stayed local working. And then one time I wanted to go to another job, and I found out about the medical part of it. And that's why you've been using it. It helps me out. Like, it helped me out lots of different things through high school, and like helps like a lot of different things. Works different for different people, right?
Yep.
Some people can't do shit with weed. Once they smoke weed, they're done.
Yeah, they're out of it.
They can't
Like,
fucking do nothing.
yeah, for sure.
Some people smoke it and they can function proper, if not better, or
Yeah,
fucking
yeah.
see things different, and it's good. So it's always worked for me, and I've seen how it helps other people too. I did a lot of reading on it and a lot of research in that, and you can see how it helps people. And they give people other options besides going to the pharmaceuticals or getting shit like that for painkillers, for instance. All those kind of things. It helps for so many things.
Yep.
So I looked into it and I ended up getting my prescription because at the time my dad, had a bad knee and that. He was always wondering about it. I got the prescription, I met a doctor, and I went through and I got my dad's and mine done at the same time. So I got the prescription so I could go work out west.
Yeah.
And then by that time, I ended up having a job around here. I didn't even end up going anyway. I ended up staying close to home.
Oh, yeah.
So after I had the prescription, I stuck with it. And then I thought about the growing aspect, and you knew the market was coming. So I could try to get into it. And it took a lot of years, but just did research and didn't give up on it. And we are where we are now. I'm trying to be a certified licensed producer now for 2 years, and finally doing this is we're on our 3rd year. We just started doing something with it last year finally. So we get stuff up and running, and the way I look at it, it's awesome because when this does get up and running, I can't run this by myself, me and my old man. Like, we need help, we need hands.
Yeah.
And then with the kind of the market out there with this stuff, there's money to be made on it. So with that being said, be able to help people out, give people jobs and that. Like some of my boys, my cousins and that, guys who never got to go to school or to get another option or can't leave to go to the city to go to work, we have jobs down here that will pay good. They actually pay good and have something good to take home to the family.
Yeah.
Like, that's really what I want to do, man. Have it set up where we can help a lot more people out than one person, you know what I mean?
Yeah, so just the one, you're actually going to be doing it for everybody else.
Right.
Yeah.
Give everybody a piece, right?
That's all it should be, I think.
Should be.
It makes it easier for everybody, but I know what you're saying, but yeah, I mean, it's obvious to say there's not a lot of people think that way on Oneida.
Yeah.
There's quite a few names I think that could be brought up that don't feel the same way. We'll not say it, but I'm just saying that. But I get what you're saying, yeah, because this is just something like one part. So you knew that back when Mr. Trudeau announced that they were going to do it.
Yeah.
That's when you, even before then, you were starting this?
Yeah, before then I had it going, like it was an idea, right? Because I was doing the medicals, because the medical market, checked out the medical, I've been in the medical side of it for these years, right?
Yep.
So I knew the medical side of it and how it's a big market.
Yep.
And I knew if they ever did make it legal, that benefits and that are going to pay for people's weed or Indian affairs per se. And if you look at it, like I've been working iron all these years, and even times I was busy, there's not one month where I've ever filled my prescription where I maxed out and I couldn't buy any more. Because I didn't have that kind of money. I'd pay my bills, get kids and stuff. And
Yeah.
I've never had that kind of extra money to max my prescription out.
Oh, yeah.
So you got to imagine that's someone who's working all the time too. So if someone not working, people who don't have much money to do that, right? So now you got to look at it. If all these health insurance and benefits are going to start paying for people's weed on the medical side of it, that's a fucking hell of a market, man. That's a lot of money to be paid out, especially for people who can finally now get their full prescription of the medicine they need. Like they'll give them a full prescription of perks, but they won't prescribe their weed for them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But now it's all changed. Now that change is coming. So it's pretty good.
Yeah, because you're like, are you just making like, per se, just like to smoke it, or are you actually like doing everything else as well?
No, as
like
of right now, the stuff we grew, it's not for smoking. Well, we can smoke some of it, obviously. We smoke some.
Gotta test it out.
Yeah, it's smoke. It's good stuff. It's really good bud.
Yeah.
But what we did with our bud, because it's greenhouse bud, we like to put nice high quality bud. If anyone's going to put something on their shelves, you're going to want indoor bud, nice hydro bud, something clean and high quality, right?
Yeah, not something out in the woods.
Right. So even that, there was high quality stuff. There was high quality bud, but it's greenhouse bud. So what we did with that, we took that bud and we're using it for different extracts. We're using it for our pain ointment, and we're using it for edibles and cookies and that. So most people, they use shake, and they'll use shake and stuff like that just because it's cheaper. Instead of doing that, we're using straight bud runs for everything we do.
Wow.
So for that, we can bring a nice high quality product and keep the prices fair.
Yeah, makes sense because you're doing all the work, right? So you know exactly everything. You don't have to, I guess, like some people will send it out to somewhere else, right? And then they do that work, and then it has to go through another place, and then it has to go through another place. So everyone's got to get a piece of it. So then that price just goes up and up and up.
Yeah, it's just the research too. Like something I can put my time into it and learn about it, right?
Yeah.
And something like that interests me, so I put my time into it, learn different extraction processes. Did a lot of things, experience, right? You do it once a couple of times, and you start to learn about it, and just keep it going. You can never have too many tools in the box.
No, of course not. It's better to have like way more like, well, even that skills, right? Because like even though you know what you're doing, obviously these skills can be applied to something else that you don't even know yet until you actually try something different.
Exactly.
I mean, like, I've been doing a lot of culinary, like a lot of trying to do like cooking videos and like stuff like that. Like I keep trying all that stuff, and that's what got me interested in wanting to do films, like wanting to actually make documentaries and stuff. Because I would film myself doing YouTube videos and like making cooking videos and workout videos with my cousin Jeremy, and I was like, this is cool, but like, what would it be like to make a 30-minute, 60-minute long piece on something and something worthwhile? Right. And there's another guy that I was talking to, and he wanted to do a documentary on the garbage. close to the Oneida.
Yeah.
And that's the thing. I was like, well, I know people have talked about it, but it doesn't seem like nobody's took it head on to talk about it. Like, I don't know how much that would be willing to change anything, but I think it could.
It's a fucking start.
Yeah, it's a start to something more than just to post like poems. You know, can you please stop sending garbage? Like, to make a documentary that's very, quote unquote, messy.
Yeah.
To explain everything that's going on and actually talk to people that are it's happening to them firsthand, the ones that are closest near it.
You could see it, like the smell we smell out here every day. The rats that are around here now. We never had rats like that before. There's so, especially on the outside corner, all the rats around there.
Yeah.
Like, it's ridiculous. I seen a rat. What was that? A couple weeks ago, and he was big, man. I couldn't believe
Those
it.
city rats.
Yeah, those big city rats. They're just shipping truckloads of them steady, right?
Yeah.
So you gotta think about that. All the diseases they're gonna bring, and all the shit they're gonna fucking kill off. And we don't have big city rats down here, but we do now.
Yeah, because in a sense, like, they're not supposed to be down here, basically,
Right.
because they just thrive in cities, right?
Yep.
And it's because there's nothing down here for them to eat, like they eat in the city. They're just
Fuck everything up.
they're just attacking everything, right? Like I heard somebody walking once and a rat saw it and tried to run at them.
Yeah, the rats will attack you, man.
Yeah, because they don't know. They just want to eat.
Yeah.
They're probably
Right.
starving at that point. No. But like, I mean, it makes all the difference though. That's the one thing I wanted to try anyways, is just hand at film. Because like I said, like hearing what you're doing is exactly the same. Like I want to try something different. I want to try out different things. And it really is the question of I hear a lot of people say is like, why not do it? Like that should be the question, not I don't know if I can or I don't know if I want to. It should be just why not?
Right.
And even if you don't know anything, that's the point of like learning
You're
about
gonna
it.
learn. You live, you learn, right?
Yeah, I
Yeah,
mean,
just to jump into something and expect to be the master of it.
yeah, because that's how people are though. Like they're very, oh, I tried it and I didn't like it, or I didn't do good at it, or someone's like, yeah, that's fine, but you kind of need to walk around with your chest out a little bit, even with like something you don't know, to kind of like trick yourself into saying, well, I do know, and I'm gonna get it done, because you know there's a lot of people that I think both of us know that could easily be like, I would do it, but I would probably suck at it. Like they tear themselves down before they even try.
Yeah.
So it's like it's better to actually like just try it out.
Yeah.
See what they can do.
That's what I mean too. Like it's being busy too, right?
Yep.
You can't put all your everything in one spot. Can't put all your beans in one bowl, man. You gotta split them out. Yeah.
Like got to use them for different things.
Yeah. Stay busy, keep busy, but some days it's harder than other days, but it's all worth it in the end, man.
Yeah, for sure.
It's nice though.
Yeah, it is. I never actually got to look at that bike till now.
Big change and things around since we were kids. Crazy, man.
Very. Like I said, I can think back to when we were going to school. Like I don't know if it's just because we grew up here, but everything felt normal.
Yeah.
Like normal for rolling blackouts, boiling water, all that stuff to me was very normal. So when I went to college for the first time, there was like a blackout, and like the whole fucking residence was panicking. Oh my god, the lights are out! And I remember me and Snell were sharing a dorm, and I was just eating soup in the dark, and he was just in his room with a flashlight reading a book, and we're just like, this is normal. Like, what's the big deal with this? But everyone just flooded out like cockroaches, just trying to go to the city because there's lights. But like, I'm like, I don't know.
It's just normal. This is crazy. It's just fucking, that's how it is.
Yeah, like, but yeah, most people don't see that. It's different. It's not like, I guess, that normal for them. I mean, it shouldn't be normal for us, even as kids, but it is. There's that list they released not too long ago. What was there, like 31 different reservations just in Canada that were all on boiling water advisories?
It's crazy.
And it's like, what was it, Trudeau? I'm going to help the Indians. And then it's like, nope. He's too busy trying to destroy that one, that Jody Wilson Ray-Ban.
Mm-hmm.
Don't know about that. Someone gets caught with their pants down and about to get exposed and gets real mad about it. Jeez, I don't even know. But you know, you talked about these chickens.
Yeah, doing chickens.
Still gonna do chickens?
Yeah, man, I'd like to do that. Well, that's the thing. Once you get this thing going,
Yeah.
and then what I'd like to do is move those plants out. My idea was, I had the idea since we've been doing the greenhouse, that because I want to eventually move to an indoor facility and get a building set up to do a nice proper grow.
Yeah.
Indoor, I controlled everything and use the green. Still have the greenhouse. What I want to do is make it like Put some vegetables and stuff in there, man. Like, we got no vegetables living down here on the reserve. You can get a potato or an onion, and that's about it.
Just under the ground
pretty
vegetables?
Pretty much everything comes in a box down here. And you can remember growing up, like how many times you couldn't leave or didn't have a ride to town. Like, that's all we got to eat, right? Hamburger, macaroni soup, hot dogs, shit like that, craft dinner.
Anything that's in the pantry, it's not going to go bad for like years.
Right.
That's all you got.
So I thought it would be cool to have something set up and doing the aquaponics setup. So I've been learning about growing different ways and that. So aquaponics, you can pull fish out. You breed fish in there. You have pools, and then the fish, the roots go into the water, and they feed off the fish in that. And then the fish feed off the roots, and the water cycles through, and all the nutrients feed the plants. And the plants cycle out the water and make the water like a filter, and it goes back into the tank. So it's a constant process.
Just constantly helping each other?
Constantly helping each other out. So the fish are feeding off the plants, and the plants are feeding off the fish. And it's a process, they work together. So having a greenhouse like that set up with insulated, we could run it year-round. Year-round, pulling out vegetables that you could eat, stuff like lettuce, onions, green peppers, hot peppers, cucumbers, little pickling cucumbers. Yeah. Have some nice fresh veggies that we have year-round for just selling in the community. Just cheap too, right? Does that cost? Almost like a little farmer's market type shit. Yeah. We got all the stores. Just have one store down here that just sells veggies. Veggies and fruit, fish.
Yeah, for sure. So that's something you desperately need down here.
That's what I mean, and that's something I'd like to do. And that right there is going to create jobs. There got to be jobs. People need to work in their garden. Someone's going to have to work their store. Yeah. It's all a dream, but.
So the fish you'd eat as well?
Yeah, the fish you can do. There's different fish you do for grows like that. Tilapia is a real common one because they're not too fussy with the temperature in the water. But what I would like to do is rainbow trout. So the only thing with that is you just got to maintain the water temperature, right? So you can keep that water temperature regulated, and they keep having babies, and you keep eating fish, and they keep feeding the plants.
So would it be like? Oh, obviously you can't mix them, right? Like you can't have rainbow trout and tilapia in the same.
Well, that's the thing. They're different temperatures, right? Yeah. So you probably could, but I don't know how that would work. I never usually with all the grows I've seen, they use one type of fish.
Oh yeah, make it easier.
Yeah, because they're all different temperatures. But some like tilapia, they aren't too fussy, so I imagine they could probably live with them. I don't know how they would live together, but it's an option, right?
That's what I'm saying. Like if they're not too temperature crazed, it's almost like you could set it for the rainbow trout, and the tilapia can just kind of tag along. Right. But then I guess you don't want overpopulation.
Well, that's the thing with tilapia, they reproduce so quick. That's why people use them, because they just keep reproducing so fast. That's why people use tilapia, and plus they're not fussy with the temperature, right? Yeah. Whereas rainbow trout, you gotta keep a temperature for them, but they produce a little bit slower, but it's a nice high quality fish. You could smoke it, and you can eat it fresh.
It's a fish I actually don't mind. It's haddock I have a problem with.
Yeah, it's cool. It's an idea, right?
Yeah,
I thought it'd be a pretty good idea to have something like that down here, like give people a healthy option.
Yeah, for sure.
Fresh vegetables, all organic, every day, cheap. Like grocery store is grocery store price, but we don't have to go off grocery store prices.
Yeah, because you don't have to beat distributor. Right. Like you don't have to can we have something to sell here, and then you have to pay them, so you have to push the price up for that. There.
Then even from that, all the stuff if we did have produce or something that went wrong or starting to go bad, we could take the rotten produce and use it other ways for feed. Say if we had rabbits or something else going, we could use that for feed for them.
Yeah, for sure.
That'd be pretty good. I would like to get a horse someday, man, for real. We set some horses up around here. We got fucking 4-wheelers, but horse. How awesome that'd be.
Yeah, why not? I mean,
on a fucking horse.
I mean, what was it? The only place that got a horse is over in Chippewa, right? That one place where all the horses die?
Mm-hmm. The glue factory?
I can't think of his name. Joe something. I don't know. That's all everyone tells me about him. Oh, he's got horses. Like, well, where are they? Well, what do you think there's all those vultures over there?
That's crazy.
Something like, well, whatever about that. So that's all I'm like, yeah. So if you had a horse, like I said, I know you put in the effort for it, because obviously, this is just extra on top of. I mean, the same thing with chickens, though.
Yeah, that's what I mean. The chickens, once the market thing get going with the chickens, would be nice too, because that way we could have chickens reproducing for meat, and then on top of that, have fresh eggs every day. We could have it all in the market. Have chicken meat. You could have eggs. You know how expensive chicken is to buy in a grocery store. So we have nice quality chickens, all done up, clean, natural, all in there. It'd be good, man. Cheap, fair prices for everybody. Doesn't mean anything. Keep the prices low. Yeah, not trying to get rich off it, just trying to make a difference.
Yeah, because you could probably just live off of
anything else.
I was about to say that the marijuana plant, everything, selling CBD oils or whatever you want to do, that could probably just be your main source, and then all this other stuff is just extra. Right. Probably just for fun, just to learn. Yeah,
that's something to bring around, something to do, man. It'd be nice to make a change like that.
Yeah, because that's a huge thing. I mean, I know that's probably 5-10 year plan.
Yeah.
Like as you go along, you just keep adding things as you go. But
Right.
once it goes, I mean,
It's in the plans though.
yeah, of course.
That would be something I'd like to bring to the table and try to do around here. I thought that'd be pretty good.
Well, because they had those food boxes,
Right.
and I was contacted to do cooking classes to show people what to use them for. Like when you get a box, in all honesty, 90% of all reservations, probably even more than that, they don't know what to do with that. Like you give them a potato and they're just going to cut it up and put butter and just fry it. But like, do you want to make like certain kinds of dishes? Do you want to have different ideas?
Mm-hmm.
That's where I was going to come in and like just show them, well, here's what you can do. Like if you have tomatoes, potatoes, you want to make something up, you want to try something different, shred them, making a salsa, just going crazy with all this stuff.
Oh, yeah. I like cooking too, man. I really like cooking. I think it's fun. Be able to cook nice and take nice ingredients and a nice thing and cook it right and do it the way you want and make it nice and good.
There's something to that. I honestly believe, like cooking, because where I'm working at now, Nimki, I have open range to the menu, as long as it has traditional food and it's healthy. Traditional part's easy, and healthy part I've been doing for years now, making food, so it's all easier for me. But to get because we got a whole buffalo, so that's 600 pounds we got, and I was able to use anything I want with it. So because it's up to me, make whatever I want with
buffalo steaks.
Like, we have ribeyes, sirloins, you name it, we have it there. And I was just like, oh. I mean,
this is gonna go off. I'm gonna kill this shit.
You
watch this, motherfucker.
The back straps we got from Venison's last year.
Yeah.
I just left those. I was like, kids can appreciate a good cut of meat, so I have to save that for certain people. Like when we have special guests and stuff, I'm like, here's your steak.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh shit. Get those back straps.
Yeah.
Just melt in your mouth. Cook them right. But yeah, so that's the same thing there. Because I was just gonna say that it's one thing that bugs me when people are always like, oh, I don't have time. Things are busy. And I'm like, fucking Duran's fucking just killing it on Facebook every day. And he's not even doing like super complicated stuff, but it looks complicated. Like, cause I'm watching your stuff and I'm like, oh shit, your kids are eating good. When I see it, I'm like, yeah, look at that. Like watching everything. So I'm like, I don't know why people are so uppity about that. I get those box meals all the time. I'm like, oh.
I like cooking, especially if it's fresh. It's something different. Like you get full off home cooking. It's different than trying to eat out all the time. I've done it, eating out. I just get sick of it. I don't like eating out.
Same thing over and over.
I don't mind eating out once in a while, but home cooking's good, man.
Yeah, because you can have chicken thousands of different ways. You could eat chicken different for the rest of the year. 365 days for dinner, you could have chicken different every single time.
Yeah.
But if you go to McDonald's, get a McChicken, then same thing every day, and you're right, it gets boring after a while. Mm-hmm. Like it's not the same thing. Like,
right.
I mean, even myself trying to still make small meals and eat off a small meal plan and everything like that, it gets boring after a while. Like,
I seen that you got the always prepping and shit. I was like, that looks good.
I'm just trying to come up with new ideas.
That took some fucking time.
Depending what it is, if it's something brand new, like I did vegan for a while.
I seen that.
Just try it.
Yeah.
Not for me.
I was gonna say
it's not for me. I'm like I love meat too much, and I'd eat a freaking cow's asshole. That was the last thing on earth. Because I'm like, give it to me. Like,
deep fry that.
Yeah, I can deep fry it. I don't care. Just got a little bit of scratch on there, just rub it off. Because vegan was interesting. I don't want to call down vegan people because that takes dedication, and that really, if they really love animals, and good for them. It's just not for me. I tried it. I did it for 3 weeks. I went back and did it another 2 weeks, and both times my body was just like, yeah, this ain't gonna happen.
You love animals so much, you want to live like an animal.
It's true.
Not a meat eater would either.
I did vegetarian for 2-3 weeks. Yeah. Same thing. It was fine.
You get fish with vegetarian though, right?
There's 7 different types of vegetarians. I chose to be a oval vegetarian, which means
7 different types.
Which means I can have eggs.
Okay.
Because I was when I was reading on them, I was like, why is there 7? And then there's some that can eat fish. Don't understand that. There's some that can eat eggs. There's some that don't eat shade vegetables. So, like potatoes, mushrooms, peppers, real specific type of vegetarian.
So all these vegetarians sit at the same table and just eyeball each other fuck you, you eat fish. Fuck you, you eat eggs.
You ain't real.
You ain't real.
You fucking egg eating bitch.
Smell like fish.
Everywhere. Yeah, so that was it. I did that. Then that ketogenic diet.
I just heard about that recently.
I did that for 2 to 3 weeks. By the end of it, not gonna lie, I couldn't shit.
It's all bunged up.
That's where I stopped. I was like, I can't do this. It just feels like I'm blocked. I was like, I can't.
I got nothing in me.
I'm just like,
I've been eating, but I got nothing.
I got all this fat, all this meat, everything. I'm like, but nothing. That's it. Just over. I was like, can't do this. I just stopped, cut it out right away. I was like, no, this ain't gonna work. So like, I was trying all these because I don't want to ever tell people about them without me knowing about them.
Yeah, you gotta fucking know what you're talking about, right?
Yeah, so like with health and stuff, I try to try all these. So when people are like, "Oh, what was your experience?" and I explained to them the positives, but I say, "Here's the negatives. Here's what I had, but you may not have it."
Well, it's the same thing. Me working at my buddy's smoke shop. Like, I try every strain that comes in, so I know what I'm selling. Like, I know bud. I like bud, so I can try it, see if it tastes good, how the quality is, what kind of buzz you get from it.
Yeah.
And that way, when someone asks, I can recommend them something. Because there's people that come in just to smoke, but there's also people that come in for specific reasons who want help, who use it for medicine. Like people who come in who use it for chronic pain, or people who come in use it for anxiety. People who come in and need a sleep aid.
Yeah.
People who need for hunger wise and stuff like that. There's people that come in. Yeah, you're always gonna get your people who just want to smoke, but there's a lot of people that come through. If you sit there for a week's time, you notice all the people that come through to actually using it for health reasons.
Yeah, they're coming in just because like, oh, you know, so like, I'm so sore, like my lower back's killing me. I need something for pain.
Right. So you're gonna want to know what you're selling. Basically, you want to know what you're doing, know what you're telling, know what you're talking about, right?
Yeah, because you don't want to have a whole, well, what I heard, and then you're like, oh, okay, well, you heard that, but.
Right.
Yeah, I know what you mean. It makes people more comfortable, I find, as well. Like if you know what you're talking about, they're gonna be more comfortable with you. Because like when I go to supplement stores and there's a new product and I want to try it, I'm like, well, what is this? And the guy will say, well, the company is this, and here's how it works. Here's how I would recommend it, but it also has these extra things in there. I've had people come back to me and tell me that they didn't like it because of this, this, and this, but I have people come back and say it's working because of this and this. So he gives me all this information, and I feel more comfortable to be like, I'll give it a try.
Right.
But then there's sometimes somebody's just like, yeah, it's pretty good, and you're like, so, like, what's in there? There's some stuff.
Some really good stuff.
Yeah, you're just
new
like,
stuff in
like,
it.
well,
This
okay,
is the
like
2.0.
then you kind of not want to get that. You're like, well, I don't know about that. I mean, there's one time, I'm not going to say which one, but there's a supplement store that was like, I'll sell you this. It's from America. And I'm like, oh shit, because you know in Canada, right?
Some heavy duty shit.
Well, what was it? I paid $50, no tax, nothing, just a straight up, just whoop, and I'm like, oh wow, okay, well, and it was a pre-workout. I don't know what the shit, like America's supplements are completely different from ours because since our drug and safety are completely different, what comes over here, they block it and send it back. Something went into there, obviously, and this guy gave it to me. I was like fucking like seeing sounds and shit. Like I was so like in tune with focus that I was just like,
ready. Oh. That sounds like some high tech shit.
I was just ready to like start swinging on people for no reason. Felt like I'm just like, what?
So you got the headphones in or nothing, just hollered.
Yeah, just hollered, look over at somebody way over in the corner, and I'm like, I heard that shit. Just staring at them like, what are they doing?
Sounds like you had the good shit.
It was a crazy ass supplement anyways. Like it was a pre-workout.
Would you recommend it?
Somebody wants to get that crazed on working out, then yeah. Because it was nuts. Like I'm just like, oh shit. I don't know, that was just nuts, but
yeah, that's a good one.
Well, we gave up.
Yeah.
It's like, we'll wait for Duran. I want him to get handled. So you guys going hunting? You guys go hunting?
No, man, I've been busy. I didn't go much hunting this year. I went out one time.
I only say that because when I was rolling up, I saw that, what was that, a moose?
Yeah.
Over there? And a couple of...
Oh, the one in the cage there? That was
there?
Latani's moose. He shot that one.
Oh, yeah?
2 years ago.
How much meat to get out of that?
Fuck a lot. I can't remember the poundage. We didn't even weigh it. We just cut it up, but it was a lot of meat.
I'd imagine, because I heard some people say, like, mooses, especially, like, what, like, around the time, like, 8-9 years, they get about, like, 1,000 pounds?
Oh, yeah, man. I'd say probably maybe 400 or 500 pounds of just meat, no bones. It's a lot of meat, man. It's fucking good meat, too.
It was just you guys, right?
Yeah.
So you guys had that for a while?
No, didn't last long.
No?
No, and moose every day. Moose steaks, moose stew, moose roast.
Right into breakfast even?
Oh, yeah.
Making sausages?
Moose sandwich.
Moose sandwich?
Sound like Bubba Gump, but on moose, isn't it?
Yeah, just moose. And fine.
So roasted moose.
Like, I think that's about it. Just keep going. Yeah, because I can imagine, because like I said, that buffalo, we got 600 pounds at Nimke.
That was just straight meat, buffalo?
That was just straight meat. Like we got about 600 pounds out of it. And we, my boss was cool enough that he got us a freezer just dedicated to that. So we got there's a whole, and every single shelf is filled. So I got ground beef all at the bottom. I think I told the guy, because I talked to the butcher on the phone, and I was like, oh yeah, he's like, what do you want? I was like, I want straight up half of it ground beef. So I didn't know if that was going to be 300, but I guess it turned out to be like close to 300 pounds of just ground beef. And then I said, stewing beef next. I said, make the steaks all. We got a brisket like this. Like it's massive. It's right about like that. Like,
nice one, eh?
Yeah, like it's really nice size, but it's a huge brisket.
Smoke the shit out of that thing.
That's what we were saying. I was like, oh, I should have asked for a smoker. Because like I got to renovate the kitchen because they were changing it up. So like, oh, what do you want? So I started like just going through the kitchen and like, oh, can I get this? Can we change that? Can we do that? And first time I got to use my culinary management diploma. Because I never was able to like fix up a kitchen, so I was just like, oh, okay, well, let's use good this and this and this.
Oh yeah.
Finally upgrading to a new stove. Gonna have 2 ovens, convection ovens. Got those fans blowing, and then like a 6-burner, and then a flat top.
Nice.
So hopefully we'll be able to do something with that.
Cooking pancakes.
Pancakes. I got a waffle maker too.
Nice.
Killing on those waffles.
You got the waffle maker going over there too.
You got a waffle maker too?
Oh, fuck yeah.
Everybody needs a waffle maker.
Waffles are the shit, man. All you gotta do is make that pancake batter a little thicker on your mix.
You gotta go to Costco, get the Kodiak cakes.
Kodiak cakes?
Yeah, they got the big boxes. It's got the bear on it. It's high in protein, high in fiber. It's really good. It's the bomb.
Is it?
Yeah, they're really good. Like I said, you get like 3 packs and like $15, and it's like a friggin' massive box. But they come with 3 individual packs, and that's all I ever buy. I go there and buy like 2 boxes.
Okay, I start beefing the boys up. Here's your waffles, boys. Half dozen sausages each.
Just load them up on it.
Oh, my little kids eat like fucking men. It's ridiculous, man. Small as I am, even days when I was working. I was working my ass off all day and come home and cook supper.
Yeah.
And they'd eat, I'd make them the same size plate I make myself. And I would eat, I'm full. And they'd more. Shit, go ahead.
Some left.
Yeah. But man, they eat like men. I couldn't believe it. Now you understand why my dad hunted so much when we were kids. Like,
you guys are just eating
I'm
away.
feeling his pain now. It's pretty good though. It's good. Healthy kids, man.
Yeah, sounds good to me. Like, so you got 3 boys then?
Yep.
Yeah.
11, 8, and 4.
Nice.
Started young, bro. Started young.
I know. Me and my lady still waiting.
Right on. Don't rush it, man.
Nah, it's all right.
Enjoy
That's what. Well, that's the biggest thing we told each other is let's enjoy each other, because when that kid comes, that's a whole other person that we're gonna have to care for. So
Yep.
it's like miles away.
Yep.
But yeah, so
It's awesome though, man. It's awesome having kids though. My kids are, everything happens for a reason, right?
True.
My kids kept me from doing so many things I would have done if I never had kids at the time, at being that age, to being able to see things differently and think differently. Thinking for someone else, basically. So just thinking about myself.
I can definitely see that.
Everything happened for a reason, though.
Yeah, for sure. Like when I left long-term care home, I actually didn't know what I was going to do. Kind of waited around for a bit.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, my mom was like, you should try for the medical driving job, because they got one over there in the health center.
Mm-hmm.
And I was just like, I'm not doing anything. Might as well do something. So I went over there and did it. And yeah, I did that for about 7 months. Like from like March till October. Because I started at NIMKI just last year on October 9th.
Oh, yeah.
So just about six months there. Next week, yeah. So, like I said, something different. Finally get to use my skills as opposed to having the ministry telling me, here's what you're making, and here's what has to be done. Now I have to make all the menus. I have to do all the food orders. I have to order, like we have a...
So you're going to do it, you're in the way you want to do it now.
Basically everything. So like I changed the entire thing.
That's good though.
So the entire concept of the place, there's more quinoa, there's more couscous, there's brown rice. There's so much different foods that when these kids come in, they're like, what the hell is that? And I have to explain to them, well, this is what this is what that is.
To be honest, I tried quinoa. I don't like it.
Don't like it?
My mom made it a couple different ways. She cooked. My mom can cook good. I like her cooking.
Yeah.
But it's just, I don't know the texture of it. I don't know. It's
just kind of off?
It's kind of off to me. I tried a passion fruit the other day for the first time. It was like eating frog eggs. I never ate frog eggs. I'm not saying I ate frog eggs, but they look like frog eggs. It's crazy. Try something new, right?
Yeah. I mean, like I said, those Asian food markets, that's a top place to go to like just try something. Like just anything. Because like I'll go there and that's where I had jackfruit, like the original version of it.
What's that one?
It's those freaking ass like those massive things you see. They're like this, and they got like it looks like they got little spikes on them.
Oh, yeah, I know what you're talking
Yeah,
about.
they got like 12. There's like 20, 18 bulbs they call them. Like the fruit is like a bulb, what they call it. And then that thing is like that. It's like this huge part. So that's what the vegetarians and vegans make pulled pork out of.
Can't make pulled pork from a fucking fruit. It don't work like that.
Pulled jack is what they call it, which it doesn't sound
Pulling
right.
jack. Pulling jack.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like, that doesn't sound right, does it? But that's what they were doing. So I was like, oh, okay, well, whatever, try it. I mean, if you ever wanted to try that food,
Yeah.
just go to Globally Local. You
Oh,
heard of
yeah.
that place,
Yeah,
right?
I seen. They look like they got some good shit.
Like, don't get anything huge. Like, I got a taco salad once thinking I was going to man up on it, and nope, halfway through it, I just threw it out. I was like, this is getting
I
gross.
can't fucking do this.
Well, I was like, this is pretty good. This is pretty good. I'm eating after halfway through. I'm just like, right in the garbage. I'm like, sorry, guys, I can't do it. And I just left. Just couldn't handle. I just had to change it up and give it something else.
Yeah.
But where are your kids at?
They're gone with their mother for the day.
Oh, yeah.
They spent the weekend with their mother.
Hmm.
It's good that even the other guy went with my mother, so they're out visiting.
Oh, yeah.
It's good though.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like, I always hear that even though you have kids and you love them, you still kind of need a little bit of yourself time.
Oh, it's nice. I love to shit out with my kids, man. But yeah, it is nice to have some time to do what I have to take care of. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
Got to stay busy at the same time, but got to take care of them, and got to find a balance. Got to find a balance in there somewhere in between.
Yeah, so I imagine, like I said, don't have it yet, but I imagine family is all about a balance.
Yeah,
Doing everything.
yeah. Can't get too carried away with work. Got to be there for them, and got to be there for them. But I can't forget about work either, right?
Yeah.
Everyone's got to eat. Bills got to be paid. Stuff needs to happen.
Got to go back and forth.
Yeah. It's good though. Keeps me busy. I'm not busy at work. I'm busy with my kids.
Yeah.
It's good.
I remember before you were talking about working out. You still do it?
Not so much. I've been trying to get back into it. I really wanted to get back into it. Now I've been just starting to lift weights around here again, but just getting back into it now. I can't work on. There's different working on steel. It's like a workout every day.
No, I'd imagine.
But
Like,
now I'm not working on steel no more. So I wouldn't mind start lifting, doing something, keep busy.
yeah.
I like doing that at nighttime really, because that's my free time, right? My kids are in bed or stuff like that at nighttime or bright and early. But most of the time I'm up late taking care of stuff. So
Yeah.
I try to get my sleep when I can.
Oh, yeah.
So
Makes sense.
I usually like working out at nighttime though.
So is it just right now working at the smoke shop or?
Yeah, I just
It's
work,
just kinda like there for now?
working there and trying to do what I got going here and just trying to stay busy, right? Just gotta do something,
Yeah, makes sense. So it sounds good. 'Cause then you always got something to do.
right?
What do you guys
No one's
do?
just gonna give something to you. You gotta work for it.
Yeah. Well, yeah. What does it say? Nobody owes you anything.
Right.
But you can have anything, but you got to work hard for it.
Exactly.
Yeah. Not a lot of people have that mindset. Especially around here. It's got to be one of those, oh, just going to have that.
Yeah. This is goes from how we were raised, right? All the things we taught over the years, we're taught to be a certain way and raised a certain way, and
Yeah.
you even look back on some of those lessons of the people who taught us, looking up and they're in the same way they taught us to be. Kind of sickening, you know what I mean? Like teach us to be this way our whole life, and we expect to be these certain kind of men, and then turn around and look at some of these guys who taught us to be like this, and it's different. You know what I mean?
I know what you mean, because like there's so many people that.
That's the thing. It's not just one or a couple people that taught us to be how we are. It came from a lot of people.
Yeah, I did.
It came from over the life we lived.
I think it felt like that being outside, like when I went to college, even when I moved to town. Never really thought about that, but then I started hearing stuff about people, and I'm like, oh, well, that guy used to say this all the time. What the hell's he doing? Like,
that's what
like,
I'm saying.
I'm like, oh, what the hell's that guy's thinking about? Then, like, I remember being a kid, and yeah, so many different people teaching us stuff, and when
Well, it's good though. At the end of the day, they made us the people we are.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So you can be mad about it, but you can also look at some good came from it, right?
Yeah, something. Holy shit.
Good though.
Sorry, that duck over there looked like he turned his head. I think it looked like it was like. It's like, what?
Decoys messing with you. Some good decoys.
I know, right? Start tripping out.
They're so good. He almost shot him. The next day he put him up.
Oh, run out there.
It's good though, man. I like the way we were about it. Made us the people we are, man. You look at, say we had a shitty life or a poor life, or you look at it, say we had a rich life, all this stuff we got to experience. Such a young age. We did things at a young age that people older than us, even people our age now, had never got to do or experience.
It's true.
It's all experience, man. It all goes hand in hand with life, and I don't know, I love it. I used to think when I was younger, even like when I had my first kid, because I was a young parent.
Yeah.
Looking back, thought I had a shitty childhood or whatnot. But now over having my own family over these years and that, I realized like we had a good childhood, man. We may not have had the most, but we had an awesome childhood.
Yep.
We had family, we had friends, we had love.
Yeah.
We ate. Like, can't really complain about it.
Yeah, because it's not like, never felt like you're scraping by either.
No, we were always, it was good, man. That's what I mean. It's a lot different nowadays compared to it was when we were kids.
It's true.
We had everybody. We had friends, we had family all together all the time. We didn't have phones, we didn't just talk to each other. Everyone talked, we went and seen each other.
Yeah.
It's crazy, man.
I know. That's part of the purpose of this. Is I remember when I first started this podcast, I was like, I wonder what you guys are doing. Like, I thought about everyone from the school, like a lot of people I grew up with, and I was just like, why am I get on a podcast? Part of this is like just hanging out as usual, reconnecting with everybody, but then it's also like, oh, it's just a record, you know. Could look back years later and be like, yeah, we talked. It was funny.
Yeah, that's awesome, man. Yeah, it's cool.
Because, yeah, like I said, and also, too, I notice a lot of us are doing different things, but that are like, a lot of us aren't thinking about, or somebody's trying, like, I know you're like yourself, like you're trying so many different things, you're doing so many things, and not a lot of people know about it, but maybe if they hear it, they'll be like, oh, wow, that sounds like a good idea, or this or that, or, you know, like they'll get inspired to do something as opposed to just, you know, same shit, different week.
Yeah. It's tiring, man. Same shit, different week. Gotta fucking change it up once in a while.
Stop.
Busy. As long as you can throw something in there. As long as you enjoy what you're doing, it makes all the difference in the world. If you enjoy what you're doing, it's not even like work.
True. I totally agree with that.
I like working on Iron Man. I love it. It's my dream job. I like going to work. Spending diesel in the morning, hanging out with the guys, working. It's fun.
Yeah.
It's like a free adrenaline rush when you get up on a steel. Can't complain. Get my workout in every day.
Oh, yeah.
It was nice.
Seeing what those guys do. Yeah, it's crazy.
It's nice, man. When you're doing something like that, you look forward to it. You enjoy it. Yeah, it's hard. Some days it's a little more sore than others. I work harder some days than others. Get hurt some days, but at the end of the day, I love it. I wouldn't rather be doing nothing else, but at the same time, I'm doing something else now.
Yeah.
It'll always be my dream job. I'll always be an iron worker. I'm going to continue doing that someday. But for now, I'm doing this.
Yeah.
It just makes all the difference, though, when you like what you're doing.
Never lost track of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, totally agree. Never would have thought I would have liked kitchen work so much.
Mm-hmm. That's what I mean, man. I just like it myself. Like, I do other stuff for work and that, but at home I like cooking. I just like doing it. I like making good food and making it taste good, get nice ingredients, and I think it's fun.
I know it's, like I say, it can get pretty adventurous depending on what you want to do.
Yeah.
I mean, like things like gooseberries, like real weird ingredients. Or I'm just like, I've never really heard of this, but I'd like to try it.
Yeah.
I mean, there's ever since I started doing super healthy stuff, I found a lot more weird ingredients, but it's because they're like, oh, well, use this in a shake, use this in like your oatmeal, or
got your superfoods going.
Yeah, gotta go with this, use that, or like, you know, there's these powders, and you're just like, oh, okay, and you start reading on, like, oh, okay, then yeah, so like, I mean, these days I like take collagen now. I do like maca powders. I do like veggie greens, phyto berries. Like these are all just in one shake, apple cider vinegar, and I mix all that together and just drink that every morning. And, and it's just like, you know, to get extra greens in, get your antioxidants in. The maca powder is something that a lot of, if I'm not mistaken, I'm pretty sure it was the Aztecs that ate it. They used to look like radishes. They're kind of small, and they came in different colors, but they would just like munch them. Powder taste. Gross as hell. But it works good for a lot of energy. Yeah. And then the collagen is just for our bones. Because like, man, I don't know, maybe you felt it, but your bones after a while get kind of brittle.
I don't want to feel it. If that's how it's coming, I don't want to feel it.
So yeah, I just ended up being like, just take a little bit. So I just like throw all that shit in there and just get it over with.
Did you ever try CBD or look into it, do any research on it?
I've done some, yeah. I've been like, I've actually gotten those, what do they call them? Like those deodorant sticks, but for pain. I've only ever tried one though, to be honest. Like I've never really like got super into it as much as I want. Yeah,
see, there's things like that, like application stuff for your skin. There's that point of it, but then when you're actually ingesting it and doing stuff like that, like the tinctures, they got almond oil based tinctures, coconut oil based tinctures. So what they're doing is they're extracting the CBD and they're dosing it. And they usually use a 30 ml bottle.
Yeah.
And they do different. You can really dose it whatever the hell you want if you're the one producing it. But if you're buying it on the market, you can usually get them at 350 milligrams, 550 milligrams, or 1,000 milligrams, 2,500 milligrams. And these are all within a 30 ml bottle. So what I recommend most people is the 1,000 milligram. So with that, a lot of people use it for different reasons. Some people use it for a sleep aid.
Mm-hmm.
Some people use it for pain. Some people use it for appetite. Some people use it for, there's a lot of so many health benefits from it. Like I can't remember everything, but it benefits a lot. Even then for people who you think you don't need it or you don't need it for anything, it doesn't get you high. There's no psychedelic effects to it. You don't get buzzed up when you use it.
Yeah.
But it helps you. So when you start getting that in your system and you just over another week, 2 weeks time, and it's always in your system, you're gonna really notice a difference. Like you notice a difference in your energy levels, how your body is. Like it's a little thing, but it makes a difference for a lot of people out there, and it's a thing that really anybody could use. They've been using it for kids for their seizures and that.
Yeah.
That's where it all came about. Really, they created that strain in Colorado, Charlotte's Web, for that little girl. That's where they did a lot of research. Came from that, right?
Yep.
So it's good, man. It's good stuff. It works for a lot of people for a lot of reasons. Even if you think you don't need it, and if you start adding some of that, say you added a little bit of that to your shake, there's no flavor to it. I added a squirt to your shake every morning. And took that with your shake, and over 2 weeks' time of doing that, you'll notice the difference.
Yeah, because that's the biggest thing I remember hearing people say. It's good for inflamed joints.
Yeah.
And pain. Those are the two biggest things I need. Because
plus it's all natural. You're not sitting there putting a bunch of shit in your body. It's just something natural. It's another natural ingredient, right?
Yeah.
Clean. It's not gonna hurt you no way. It's not gonna.
You're not gonna high off it or nothing. Yeah.
It's just all health benefits come from it.
Yeah.
It's pretty good. I've been doing a lot of reading on it and stuff, and I recommend it for a lot of people.
Well, which store do you work at?
Kush, the 24-hour shop there on the corner.
A 24-hour.
Oh yeah. 24-hour one-stop smoke shop.
Yeah, are the 7 days added, or is it just 24 hours?
Nope, 24 hours, 365. No, it's good though, because just trying to help people out, right?
Yeah, that's all it's for,
Try
right?
to change it up a bit.
Yeah, because I don't know, it was never an issue. It was always a taboo for, do you smoke weed?
Yeah.
I remember being a kid and watching so many videos and stuff of smoking marijuana can kill you, and hurt you, and you're like, oh. And then when you get older, you start reading into it, and especially now, it's more accepted. You're just like, well, what the hell was the big deal then when we were kids?
Even then, doing reading and research on it, if you look back, way back in the day, there was I think they said 90% of the pharmaceutical stuff like that, stuff you got from a doctor and that had weed in it one way or another.
Yeah.
And it heals, like I said, it cures so many things. So they've been using it for all those years. It wasn't until that one guy got in there and he put the war on drugs because he was in with the pharmacy business. So he put the war on drugs so he could get the pharmacy booming, and that's how it all started.
Yeah.
From the one guy. He goes way the fuck back. But then over all these years, them pushing shit like that, they have money and control shit. People think like that now. They think it's real bad or but it's always been there. There's history. It's always been there. It grows. It fucking just grows like that. If you so happen to set it on fire, there may be some side effects. But it is nice. It's always been a medicine. It's good.
You guys got a PS4?
This game's real hard, man. And just I got to the end of the mission, I got shot in the leg and I died.
That's what happens, man. You get shot in the leg, you might die.
Rule of life.
Your doctor wasn't close enough. They weren't going to wait and let you bleed out. You died. It was a nice change, man. Nice seeing you again, too, man. It's been a long time.
Yeah, it has been.
It's been a long time.
Trying to make these more regular as opposed to just, well, I'll see you in another 10 years.
I'll see you in another 10 when we're not so busy.
Because like I said, it's one of those things where you just want to see the evolution of it.
Yeah.
And I know, like I said, every now and then I'm going to see the evolution of what's going to be changing. Because if you're just going to be doing it more regularly around here, you're going to see where people want more. Like what you're saying, more vegetables and stuff like that. Well, actually, people don't know they want it, but they actually need it.
That's what I mean. Everybody goes to the city to buy their vegetables, and shit's expensive in the city, man.
Yep.
Especially you're trying to buy. You ever try to go to a grocery store and shop organic? That's expensive as fuck.
And I swear, as soon as you scan it, it starts rotting.
It starts rotting instantly.
As soon as they go beep, so
Get home,
no.
Get home, your peach is already bruised. Fuck.
Your blueberries are just moldy at the bottom. What? It just doesn't seem right. So I'm just no.
Yeah. That's what I mean. If we could put some stuff out like that around here and give people an option, it'd be nice.
Yeah. Because
that'd be good.
Like I said, yeah, it's something that's desperately needed. I mean, $5 for a pound, per pound of peppers in town. Like I love getting peppers and cooking with them, but I'm like, I can't justify paying $5 a pound.
Yeah.
Like, I can go to the abattoir in Mount Bridges and get a pound of chicken breast for $4.
Oh yeah.
And that's protein. But a pepper, I'm just not seeing that. Like
It's colorful, man. It's colorful.
Can add some, I guess, on top. I'm just like, what? Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Like, I know the market works completely different.
And that's a vegetable that grows quick too. It's something you can keep reproducing and keep on the shelf fresh, right? Have them in different stages. So you can always keep something fresh on the shelf and keep alternating it.
Yeah, it's true, because it's going to come in all the time.
Even things like lettuce. Lettuce grows so fast. You have romaine lettuce, you have iceberg lettuce, you'd be growing broccoli, and these are all things that grow back and reproduce really quick. They're all nice, healthy vegetables.
You can, like, turn around, take a fart, turn back, and it's back already. Like, stuff just, when you're just like, ooh.
Onions, like, there's so many options, man. Like, there's a lot of foods, like, it's a good size, that thing. Like, you can fit a lot of food in there.
Yeah, so I was looking at it when I was here. I was like, it's a pretty decent size, like, greenhouse for, like, like I said, if you're going to load it up with all that, then yeah.
Yeah. Fresh fish, smoked fish. Everything would be nice. I think, like I said, we could put chickens in there. We have chickens, we got eggs. Could even go as far as doing rabbits. Rabbits ain't a hard crop.
Oh, yeah, you have, like, what, like,
A lot of rabbits.
go from, like, 5 rabbits to, like, 100 in, like, about a month?
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. You ever see a rabbit in a grocery store?
Yeah.
They're expensive as fuck, man. Like $30 for a little rabbit.
I know, and I'm thinking, like, I could just go in the woods.
Yeah.
Go back till night, I go near my dad's place and just, like, shake a bush and hit one. And then just, like, take it home. It's like why did I pay that much? Like,
I don't know about you, man, but your reaction time must be quick as shit. You're gonna hit fucking rabbits with a stick.
so come here.
You got Bruce Lee out there fucking knocking rabbits out.
Just here out in the woods. Whoa! Real far.
Rabbit just go flying up there.
Just take off. I don't know. That's what I mean. It's like such a unique thing, though. Like a strange thing too. At the same time, like just because they're selling more wild game, right?
Right.
But
plus it's healthy, man. You get nice healthy. You can control it too. You know they're healthy. You know they're not fucking living in shit. Like take care of it. You know what I mean? Plus with that, all the rotten vegetables go right back to keep them fed.
yeah,
And you feed the other chickens with the grain and stuff. It all because it works as a cycle. I'll make it all set it up so it all works together, right?
yeah, it's be easy. And yeah, you're right. Like stuff that's getting kind of moldy, it's not selling. Just feed it to the other stuff.
Feed it to the rabbits. And
Yeah, because they're gonna eat it.
Yeah.
And they still get all the nutrients and everything. Yeah, and the fish are feeding the plants. Plants feeding the fish.
Yeah. Plants and rabbits feeding people. It's a cycle, man.
Yeah.
It's a good cycle.
Heard that about chickens though. Chickens will eat anything. Because I heard of a story about somebody seeing like a mouse got in a chicken cage, and the chickens just like tore the shit up out of that mouse and ate it.
Yeah.
And I was like, wow, that's kind of true, I guess, because they're supposed to be, what are they, like ovivores? They eat anything.
Yeah, they eat like grubs and worms and they
Yeah.
eat insects and they eat all the grains and different grass and shit like that, right?
Yeah, give them meat, they're gonna eat that too.
I guess so. I didn't think of that one. What do you feed your chicken? Chicken. It's a gangster chicken.
Gangsta chicken.
It's a fighting chicken.
Chickens.
Got a
eat
rooster.
chickens.
Got a rooster. I feed him chickens. Does a lot of swimming.
Crazy having one of those cockfighting chickens.
I know. I've been thinking about it, man. It's just, I don't know. I thought it'd be cool because I seen roosters fight. Just my buddy had some on the farm. They're just scrapping. So we all just got a rooster. We met up and just let's do this.
Especially too, how freaking huge they can get. Like,
Oh, yeah.
Seeing some of those freaking chickens, like, I've only seen pictures and stuff, but people holding them out right by like their talons so they can't scratch them, and they're just like looking just massive and they're pissed off, and you're like,
Well, my
Jesus.
grandpa used to have a rooster. He was a big white one. Fuck, he was about that big.
Yeah.
And he was like his buddy. Every time my grandpa went out, that rooster just followed him around. He was cool as shit. He was loud as fuck.
Like first thing in the morning.
That's what I mean. I want a rooster. It'd be cool as shit. Wake up to a rooster every day.
Like, oh yeah.
I don't
get
know how
up.
long it'll take the old man to shoot him, but it'd be cool.
Tired of hearing that freaking rooster.
My buddy, he's got these. He's an iron worker. He's got a lot of birds, like a hobby for him. He's got a lot of birds. He got quails and ducks and chickens, everything. He's got geese, exotic geese. He's got them. Just like a hobby for him.
Yeah.
He's got these little roosters, man. I couldn't fucking believe it. He was only about that big. Little legs. Now he's full size. He was full grown. Like, no fucking way. So he's gonna give me one, but I didn't have a cage or nothing for it. I'm gonna bring him in the house. He's a little rooster in the house. This is a little wee fucker.
This is a little wee tiny
Yeah,
thing?
he was only like that big, but he looked like a full-grown rooster, little tail and everything. I don't know, it's the coolest thing ever. I was like, oh way. Get a rooster and keep him right in the house, little house rooster.
I wonder what kind of breed is that?
I can't remember what he said it was. It was kind of like an exotic rooster, but they're just tiny little fuckers. The chicken and rooster, they're just got about that big, full-grown. Look like a full-grown.
Kind of reminds me of like miniature horses.
Yeah.
I've been asking for years now, what are those for? And somebody once was like, well, you have miniature like little horse meat. And I was like, well, I know you can eat horses, but
They're easier to pack them up.
but I'm just like,
Little horse meat.
It's just weird to me. There's some farms around here. They got those little horses, and I'm like, what are they? Like, are they show horses or show ponies?
You gotta came from somewhere, man. Like you got little people, little horses. You guys expect a little person to ride a big horse?
Just somewhere along the line in history, they're just like, we're just gonna have these as like just for showing. And
There was just like a midget cowboy once upon a time. Yeah, give me that little horse and made it with that other little horse. And the little horses were a thing. And the cowboy had little horse, little man, little horse. It's the only thing I could think possible. That or they'd use them for like thick bushed areas, standard fucking weed level. 100 little horses pulling the fucking log out.
just looks like you're like sliding as you're standing there. You go out of nowhere, you see the little horse. She's like, oh, that's what's doing it.
I wonder what the weight limit is on one of those things. How much can the little horse support?
Can't be lots. I imagine it can't be lots. Like even if you're gonna pull like a 250, you're gonna have to get like probably 8 of them. I bet you.
I don't know, man. They're 4x4 and they're low to the ground.
His little legs. Or is he 2 of them?
Oh, fuck, that'd be funny. It's just a team of little horses just pulling shit.
Just pulling and going to town.
Hey, we're stuck in the ditch. Can you come pull us out? They show up with about 8 little horses.
Just start pulling cars.
That'd be the best. See, now you got me wanting a little fucking horse for all the wrong reasons.
For all the wrong reasons. I don't want to come back and say what happened. Well, he tried to pull one of the cars, and he had a little heart attack.
That's a good one.
And you're like, oh shit. Well, no, though, like miniature things, gotta have some kind of use. Like I thought if I was gonna start any kind of farm, I would like do llamas or alpacas.
We were talking about getting a little person to join the local 700 ironworkers. It's like, you know how many times you've been stuck in certain spots trying to weld something, just not the right height, just a little bit too tall? Or a little person, just stand there and just kill it. He'd be your homie, man.
Done.
There'd be no shortage of work for him. It's cool. That's mean. I know you don't edit these things, but you might want to edit that one out.
Like it happened. Do you do any supplementation or no?
I used to. I haven't lately. I wanted to get back into it just because I'm trying to get back into things and try to get healthy. I stopped drinking pop and stuff like that, and try not to eat as much potatoes and bread and stuff no more. Made a big difference, man. Just from not drinking pop and juice and stuff like that alone, just drinking water every day and lots of it, made a big difference. I'm trying to go skydiving.
Yeah?
They got a height to weight limit to go skydiving.
Oh, do they?
Yeah, so.
Oh, what's yours?
Maximum, the one I'm trying to go to, like they got the other ones where you jump with a little guy on your back. I don't want to do that.
We're still on these little
Walk
guys.
around. Walk around with a little white guy attached to the back like a backpack.
Are you ready, Duran?
Pull the cord! Pull the cord! So you do so many, I looked at that when you got to do so many jumps, then you get registered and certified in that, and then you can go and start jumping solo.
Yeah.
But the one I found to jump solo right off the get-go, they have like a 6'5", like 250 is the weight limit. So, not 250.
So, no matter what you are, like if you're 6'5" or under.
No, if you're shorter, there's different weight limits.
Oh, okay. So, but if you're 6'5", then it's like 250.
Yeah. So that's at the one place. I could go to the other place, but like I said, I don't want to wear a human backpack.
I want to have a guy behind you.
No, I don't want to be straddling me like that at a time of excitement. Get the fuck off me.
Just like whispering in your ears, you're falling. I'm gonna pull the cord. He's just like, what? Looking back at him the whole time.
Fuck.
It's jeez.
Yeah.
Yeah, I always thought about that too. What was it last year? Me and my lady went out to Long Beach, Ontario.
I was like, in California, how was that?
And we got a B&B there. And
Nice.
Airbnb.
Yep.
And it was really nice. Like, really nice little cozy little place. Met the owner, talked, blah, 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 stuff. But there's a beach right there. That's why we got it, because the beach is like just like 5-minute walk. So anyways, we did all that stuff. And when I was researching the place, 2 things caught my eye about it. One, there was an exotic petting zoo kind of thing nearby. Like a lot of like...
I think we call those strip clubs around here.
This one! And then the other one was skydiving.
Yeah.
But same thing. Yeah, you got to get a little buddy behind you.
Yeah. Yeah, they're most of them are like that. that I found. The one that I found, you could jump by yourself, but that was the thing.
You got to have that.
limits on it, right?
Probably make you sign something, right?
Yeah, well, you got to do for
If
your
you
first
die-
day. It's a 6-hour course you do to get certified. You got to do a 6-hour course and include your first jump. And then after that, you just go back. You're certified, and you just go pay for your jumps. You get your own logbook. You do a log, get signed off every time you do a jump. And then after so many jumps, you start getting higher elevations. You get more free fall time.
Oh, yeah, as opposed to like
Eventually,
jumping in and basically
You become
pulling the
an
cord right
amateur,
away.
And then you get a pro, and
Yeah.
you get more free fall time.
It's like
So,
the ski hills.
yeah. Imagine if I put a fucking squirrel suit on, I could turn that 3 seconds into about 30 seconds.
Just flying down.
Fucking big brown Superman just sending it.
Big brown Superman.
It'd be fucking awesome, man. I really want to do it. Like,
Just flying down.
I never even been on a plane before. But my first time on a plane, I'm jumping the fuck out.
Still people that, oh, well, I flew to London or I flew to New York. And you're like, when I got on my first plane, I jumped the fuck out of it. They're like, oh, shit.
Well, imagine that, though, if I could get certified doing some shit like that.
Yeah.
Let's go get a hot air balloon one day and be like, fuck it. Squirrel suit out.
Just always wearing it and going in the air.
Fuck around a squirrel suit all the time. Just ready.
It's like you're going in the air, thinking about it.
Shows up for a flight and sitting there in line waiting with your fucking squirrel suit on. Hey. Emergency exit.
Well, what about those people that, what is it? They jump off like the mountains?
Base jumping.
Yeah, and they're like so freaking damn close to the ground.
Yeah, that's a squirrel suit.
yeah,
Squirrel suit shit.
those ones. Yeah, that one looks crazy.
That looks crazy.
Because that like
I prefer a canyon or something where I got some elevation between me and the ground, not just skimming it.
it looks like those guys are like what, maybe 5 feet from the ground, not even that.
Some
and
of
then,
them
like,
fucking do some crazy shit, man.
and then like the trees looks like they're just skimming trees, and you're like, oh, fuck, like they're going so fast. If they just smack a tree, you're done.
Oh, I seen some crazy videos of people doing it. 3 guys went under the bridge, 1 guy came out.
Holy fuck!
Some heavy duty stuff, man.
Did it just disappear under there?
Well, that's what it was. I had like racing like that under the bridge. So 1 guy must have made it. The other 2 guys must have never cleared their mark. So the 1 guy come flying. They showed the video when they jumped. It was like a little video of the
Yeah.
event. And then there's 1 guy went through and the other 2 guys didn't. And just, yeah.
Is there an aftermath? Have they made it?
No, they didn't show it. That was it. Video stopped.
Stop filming. It's like Jesus.
Yeah, because it just happened so quick, right? And that's just the kind of shit you flirt with when you do something like that.
Yeah, I mean those are for like, I guess kind of like adrenaline junkies. Like
I don't want to thread no needles. I just want to fly.
totally see that because like I could see that being awesome. I mean, last time I got in the river, I like almost drowned. So I'm just like freaked out going in water anymore now.
Oh yeah.
Like two times now. Went in there once, and I'm like, okay, well maybe I'll go another time. And I'm like, no, I'm done with this.
These
Nah.
are swimming lessons, man. We're best. Little thing that for baby, just put it around your head.
Just like have floaters. Wait for me, guys.
Got a little floater for a baby around the neck. Hit out of the water.
It's like, all right, I'm good. It's just like the head's floating up. You can see my head.
Arm come out the water.
I think what it was is one of the times I remember like, the water's going up. One of the times I was like, oh, okay, hold on.
Just inhaled it all.
Yeah, just like trying to drink the water, like just panicked after that. Ugh,
Yeah, that's worse.
I hate that feeling. It's talking straight. But yeah, I don't know, like freaking, like I said, that stuff's cool, but would you do surfing?
I'll try it, man. I'd like to try that. I actually want to go scuba diving. That's something I really want to try, scuba diving.
Like somewhere where there's sharks?
Yeah, well, it's some like coral shit. Check out some reef shit. I don't want to go scuba diving with sharks. I know there's sharks in the fucking water, but I'm keeping shallows. Let's see the colorful fish and shit.
Just like looking at them instead. What you guys up to?
Here, watch it flip them upside down. Just attack the shit out of you. Seen this on the show once. Grabbing sharks in the water and shit.
Just turning them. Ugh. Those fucking eels are freaky looking, man. I seen like one of those videos where they're scuba diving and a freaking eel came out, saw the guy, and rushed him. I was like,
Oh, they got some big ass fucking pike-looking teeth on them too.
Can't imagine getting bit.
Yeah, that would be cool though. Yeah, I would mind trying that. Did you ever try surfing? Did you do it?
No, like I said, there's things where like now that I'm getting older, I'm just like, why would I shouldn't pass up the opportunity. Like, if someone's like, hey, you want to go surfing? I'd be like, I never done it, but sure, why not?
Yeah.
Like, what else is there to do, I guess?
Yeah.
And same with scuba diving. Yeah, like, why not? There's just some things where you know you're not going to make it, like running with the bulls. I'd be like, yeah, I'm going to probably get that over. So
Pass.
I'm going to
pass on that.
I'll watch you guys do it.
Sitting on one story up.
Yeah, fucking holding a hot dog and a drink. You guys go!
Go, go, go! I'm just gonna get you. So I'm drink at the bowl.
Fucking hot dog hit one. I know there's stuff like that where I'd be like, I don't know if I do that, but
Yeah, cave exploring. I don't think I'll fuck with caves, man. I've been in a cave. I've seen some caves, but like when you see those people that go that exploring, climbing in caves and shit like that.
I hate those videos where like you see them and they're so squished.
That's the part I'm talking
and they're
about.
and it's like you can see them like they're barely moving and they get through and you're like,
what the fuck?
that's like
I've been stuck before. I don't want to be stuck, especially in the fucking rock.
and it's like pitch black too. There's no light. You just got that one, so that goes out. You're like, I don't know what's gonna come after me, but
I'm gonna sit here for a couple of days, shed a couple pounds, slide out.
after like 2 days, I'm out.
How'd you get up? Never ate or drank 3 fucking days.
It's like I'm just done.
Yeah, that's gonna be cool. I want to check some shit out. I want to travel, man. Like I want to see the world a little bit. One of the places I'd like to go is Australia. I'd like to go there someday just to see it, just to fucking see the red dirt, see the fucking big truck train driving on the dirt road, see a kangaroo. I've seen a kangaroo before, but I've never seen one in the wild.
Yeah, that'd be all right. Like kangaroos, I hear they're like deer.
Yeah, that's what I mean. They're starting to eat them out there. They hunt them now.
Yeah, they do. There's companies. I hear that's one of the lowest paying jobs in Australia is kangaroo hunting, because there's some for eating, and most are for turning into dog food.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they actually go out there and hunt them, and they do it at night. They say.
Shiners.
Yeah, they just like sit there, blind them, and that's it, and they're done.
We're going to Australia. No, it'd be cool. Like, go eat some of their food too to check their shit out, right?
Yeah, they got like a lot of crazy stuff. That's where that freaking I'm pretty sure that's where the egg on a burger came from.
Oh yeah.
Australians are doing it first.
I would like to go to Japan someday too, man. Check it out. I just want to go there to eat, basically. Get some of that Japanese Wagyu. That A7, you can only get it in Japan. They don't export that nowhere. You can only get that in Japan.
I'd pay top price for that.
That's what I'm saying. It'd be cool. Go there for even just like a long week in 4 days or fuck a week or something. Go there, hang out, check some fucking ramen shop out, get some fucking
watch
Wagyu,
some fucking sumo wrestling.
some high grade sushi. Just check some shit out.
Yeah, just like go around and top it off with that. What is it? Did you ever see that show Worth It on YouTube? Those guys go to 3 different places.
Oh, yeah,
food places. Yeah, and then they go there. There's one they did an offshoot, I think it was called, an offshoot of Worth It, and it's they checked out a sandwich, $100, $120 like American. If you transfer the yen over to American, they said it was like $100, $120 for like a sandwich that's like 3 strips of just Wagyu, but it's like that real like grade A shit.
Well, it must be the same place. I think I seen that because you get a meal, you sit down, you make a meal, and they'll pack you a sandwich up to go.
Yeah, and you get your little sandwich, right? And it's like cut in 3 slices.
I didn't know how much it meant. They said it was an expensive place or something, but
It was like $100, but the fucking thing was like as small as it looks. I'm like, still be worth it.
right. Try that once.
Imagine going in there eating it. And
My
be
mouth's
like,
watering right now, and we're just talking about that Wagyu steak.
imagine just going there once and be like, I'm gonna get another one. I just turn around and fucking drop another $100.
Just ball out. That's what it'd be cool to check out. Something to do. You don't have to go there, but I just want to go there once.
Yeah, like I said, the
Go there
same
once, check it out.
place I want to go to right now is New Zealand.
Yeah, that'd be cool too.
Like, and it definitely would be just for hiking, like just fucking hiking through all their shit there. Like that looks so awesome there. Then you land in Hobbiton, get to hang out with the hobbits.
Hobbits?
Well, they built the Shire there. So there's like a real Hobbit Shire you can go to.
No shit.
Yeah, they built it for people to really like visit, for like tourists and stuff.
Let me in the little door.
Just be like, what's up?
I like this place, a little chair, little cup.
And fucking people are selling those now. Like hole in the ground houses.
Yeah, I seen that. It's pretty cool, man.
Yeah.
It's a good idea.
Something different.
Yeah.
I don't want anybody else to try. Because you live in the ground.
Fucking right, I would. I'd put a big ass bunker underground, big mansion house underground. You look at it, just got one little shed. Got a little shed with a single bedroom. There's a bed in a corner and TV in a corner with a bathroom and another doorway.
I'd want it too where the bathroom is like out in the open, so it looks like I just do it in front of the people.
Shitting in the corner.
Yeah.
Oh,
What's up?
not before you come in.
Have a curtain around it. Just open up. What do you want?
Have a curtain only covers to your knees. Just covers the top half of you.
Just see it. What's up? So when you see the pants down, you know I'm shitting.
Fuck's he doing sitting with his pants up on the toilet? He's reading.
Just chilling out in there.
Office time.
Then there's that secret door you go into. Whoop.
Yeah,
Go to the real house.
Fucking right. That'd be cool. I've been thinking about. I like that prepper type shit. Like how to do
Like
that.
those doomsday preppers.
Yeah, I like that. Like, well, I thought it'd be cool too. Like to have stuff you could buy bulk foods like that. If you like rice and beans stuff like that, can it, put it away, have shit stockpiled, stored. I just think it's kind of cool.
Yeah.
It's interesting, survival type shit.
Well, there's a show on Netflix called Doomsday Preppers.
Yeah, I watched that one.
Yeah, and like some of their stuff they're prepping for, I'm like,
Some of them are
that's
just
gonna
fucking-
happen, but you
They're just right
know,
out to lunch. Some of those people. They're just fucking right out there.
you're just like, well,
Zombie apocalypse come, get ready, get crossbow.
I was like, well, you know, the liberals are gonna take over, and we have to stop them because they're zombies too. And you're like, all right, like cool.
Yeah, it's crazy shit, man. Well, yeah, I like that kind of stuff interests me, right? Just survival, like what? Well, we live to learn to live off the land anyway, right? We
Yeah.
learned to live like that since we were kids, so it's pretty cool.
So yeah, got half it down already,
Yeah.
as opposed to just like, not having to worry about any of it.
That's cool though to know, like, if we take care of anything ever happened, like, imagine if the power ever did go up, we'd have to live off the land and fucking hunt, fish, grow our own food.
I don't even know how many people would adjust to that.
Right. And look at big cities would be fucked, man.
Yeah, those big city people would be out.
Yeah. Be like fucking some purge shit going on right there.
Because like this is primal because you want ground to grow something. You want to be able to hunt.
Yeah.
That's what you need to do, not freaking.
Even then, our ridge ain't even that fucking big, man. Like, I can walk from one end to the other end in 25 minutes.
Yeah.
I can walk all the way down Ballpark Road, that end to that end, 25 minutes, 30 minutes. Fucking ridge ain't that big. It's a square.
Basically it is, yeah. When you look at the map of the top,
Fuck, our ridge, I swear, is big as one of Six Nations blocks.
feels like it, yeah. Because I remember going to visit a friend in Six Nations, and when I was driving down, I'm just like, where the fuck is this place? Like they're like, oh, this is the address. I'm driving, and I drove past their place like twice. I went once, and I was like, maybe it's back there. I was like, no, it's not. Finally, I was like real slow. There it is. I turned in. Like, but yeah, this seems like it's like block after block after block. Like,
That's what I mean. It still feels like home, though, man. It'll always be home. It'll always be home down here, no matter what. Stinks like fuck some days, but it's still home. A fucking dump's gross, man.
sounds funny. Stinks like fuck. It's true though. Yeah, that freaking garbage. Yeah, because when I lived over there, summertime, open a window up just to let air in, just like get a slap. Oh, like what the hell? Like that stink is just like such like a hit to the face.
I was here last week. I was at work there, and I came out. It was good when I was in the shop. I come out, and fuck, it was like someone just, yeah, like you said, just slapped you in the face. It was like heavy. I was like, I almost choked. I was like, what the fuck? And back inside, it was just rotten, man.
I know.
I gotta go
Yeah.
smoking. Smoking for years now.
I remember the last smoke I ever had was in college. I had a pack of those what are they, icy menthols from Sago. I had one of those, and I had like 2 left. And I remember it was the night Floyd Mayweather and Manny Pacquiao fought each other.
Oh yeah.
And I remember smoking it, and I was texting with a friend because I couldn't. I went to the bar, and they were like, "We're not showing that fight." And I was like, "What the hell? Like, one of the biggest fights in boxing. You guys not gonna show it?" And they're like, "I don't know." So I was like, "I ain't gonna argue with the boss or the manager." So I just went back to my dorm. I sat in the front. And I had that smoke, and I was texting with him, and my one friend was watching it with his family, and they're like, he was giving me updates to it, like the round by round. The guy was like so thorough about the rounds. He was telling me, and I was just like, cool. And I was reading it all, and finally I got down that last cigarette, and I don't know why, but after I had that last cigarette, I was just like, I don't really want to smoke anymore. Like I just like ended up just like cold turkey quitting. Not even cold turkey, because I didn't really feel any urge to smoke after, and that was 2011.
Oh yeah.
2011 I stopped. That was the last cigarette I ever had. Now I'm just like, it's a choice. powders though.
Yeah. I used to smoke players all the time, but fucking too harsh. Too much shit in them.
Which ones?
Players?
Oh, players.
Hurry the fuck up. Hurry the fuck up.
People used to call it what, the Cadillacs.
Yeah. These taste like the same cigarette.
Every
Not
time.
as much bullshit in it.
There's another one. Show me where this is.
I don't know how many times I actually worked on people. Those warning on the box that was covered for those cigarettes. Like when someone actually went and said, you know what, I don't want a hole in the neck. I better stop. Just put it over.
Tape it up every time you buy it back.
Just give me some duct tape too.
Takes the pack right up. You can have that back. Got one old crusty pack before they had to put that on there. Still using it.
I just keep reversing them out. Oh man, no. It's crazy. It's about that time, I guess.
It's about that time.
Yeah.
Good stuff, man. It's been a blast.
Yeah. Fun having you. We should do it again sometime.
Yeah, we should. It's a good one.
It's alrighty. See everybody next time.
Alrighty.
Loved doing that episode. Loved hanging out with him. We're gonna definitely have to do it again. Such a cool guy. Great time hanging out with him. It was fantastic, and I hope you guys enjoyed the podcast. I will be back once again, of course, to bring you another episode as soon as I can and get everything ready. So I will see everybody. Well, of course. Wait a minute. What am I talking about? If you want to be on the podcast, don't forget to send me an email at getready@gmail.com. Get ready with 2 R's at gmail.com. And we can book a time, get everything ready, and have everything set and ready to go to do a podcast wherever. My equipment is portable. I can take it wherever I want. I can take it wherever it comes. So I can get it ready for anybody. And of course, subscribe and like to the podcast so we can get more viewers, listeners, all that stuff. The more likes and subscribes and reviews, and don't forget to give it a review, gets out more there, and we get more viewership, we get more people listening, and we get better podcasts. Promise. Alrighty, that is all for now. I will see everybody next time.